Have you ever liked someone so much that you couldn't stop thinking about them? Maybe you replayed a conversation in your head. Maybe you checked your phone, hoping they had sent a message. Maybe you smiled just because you remembered something they said. Now, here's a strange question. What if someone felt that exact same way 300,000 years ago? Not in a city, not in a castle, not even in a village, but sitting beside a campfire under a sky filled with stars, wondering if one special person felt the same way. People often think love is a modern idea, something created by movies, songs, poems, or Valentine's Day. But what if all of that is backwards? What if love came first and everything else was built around it? Because long before humans learned to write stories, love was already writing ours. Imagine this. It's sunset in Africa nearly 300,000 years ago. A small group of hunter-gatherers is returning home after a long day. Some carry fruit, others carry firewood. A few were lucky enough to catch food. Everyone is tired. Children run around the campfire laughing. Older people tell stories that will never be written down. And across the fire, two young people keep stealing quick glances at each other. Neither says a word. They don't need to. Their hearts are already speaking. Sound familiar? It should. Because even today, thousands of generations later, people still do exactly the same thing. Different clothes, different languages, different world, the same human heart. But here's where things become strange. Scientists have discovered that when you fall deeply in love, your brain begins acting in a very surprising way. It almost looks like you're addicted. That sounds scary, but it's true. The same reward system that lights up when people chase something they desperately want lights up when they're thinking about someone they love. That's why it's so hard to stop thinking about them. Your brain keeps saying, "Don't forget this person. They're important. Stay close." But why would evolution build something so powerful? Why make people lose sleep? Why make their hearts race? Why make them feel nervous just because someone smiled at them? It seems completely unnecessary. Until you remember one very important fact. Human babies are terrible at surviving. Think about a baby horse. Within a few hours of being born, it can stand. Soon after, it can run. Now think about a human baby. It can't walk, it can't talk, it can't even hold up its own head. For years, it depends completely on adults. Without constant care, it wouldn't survive. And hundreds of thousands of years ago, that challenge was even bigger. There were no hospitals, no houses, no supermarkets, no warm beds. Every single day was about survival. So imagine being a parent back then. You need food, fresh water, fire, shelter. You must watch for dangerous animals, protect your family, care for a baby who cries through the night. Doing all of that alone would have been almost impossible. Nature had a problem to solve, and over millions of years, it found an answer. Not stronger muscles, not sharp teeth, not faster legs. Love. That might sound strange. After all, love feels like poetry, like music, like flowers. But underneath all of that, love is one of nature's smartest survival tools. Instead of forcing two people to stay together, evolution made them want to stay together. That's a huge difference. Instead of saying, "You have to stay," your brain whispers, "I don't want to leave." And here's something even more amazing. Long before scientists understood the brain, ancient people were already describing this feeling. Again and again, they wrote about racing hearts, sleepless nights, jealousy, hope, fear, missing someone. I want to see them again. Different civilizations, different languages, different continents, Yet somehow, the stories always sounded familiar, almost as if humans everywhere were reading from the same invisible script. Could that really be a coincidence? Or was something much older connecting every generation? Something hidden deep inside the human brain, something no one needed to teach, because everyone was born with it. Scientists wanted to know, so instead of reading poems, they looked inside the brain itself. And what they found surprised everyone. When people say they're deeply in love, certain parts of the brain become incredibly active. Not the parts responsible for careful thinking, not the parts that help us stay calm. The reward system, the motivation system, the part that keeps saying, go back, see them again, don't let them disappear. It's almost as if your brain has chosen one person and temporarily moved them to the top of your priority list, above almost everything else. But here's the biggest mystery of all. If love is simply an emotion, why does nearly every culture on Earth experience it? People separated by oceans, people who I have never met, people who spoke completely different languages, all describing the same excitement, the same heartbreak, the same butterflies, the same longing. How is that possible? Could every civilization have invented the exact same idea completely on its own? Or did something much older shape every human story before history even began? Because the deeper scientists looked, the more surprising the answer became. And it all starts with one tiny chemical inside your brain. What if love isn't just something you feel, but something your brain builds? That sounds strange. After all, love feels magical. It feels impossible to explain. But hidden inside your brain is a tiny chemical that has quietly shaped human history for hundreds of thousands of years. Its name is dopamine, and without it, love might never have existed the way we know it. Think about the last time you were excited about something. Maybe it was opening a birthday present, winning a game, finding money in an old jacket. That exciting feeling came from dopamine. Many people think dopamine is the happy chemical, but that's not quite true. Dopamine doesn't reward you after you've found something. It pushes you to keep searching. It whispers, keep going, you're close, don't stop now. That's why people who are falling in love can't stop thinking about one person. Their brain isn't trying to make them happy, it's trying to keep them interested. Imagine you're living 300,000 years ago. You're walking through tall grass with your hunting group. Everyone is focused on finding food. But one person keeps catching your attention. Every time they laugh, you notice. Every time they smile, you look. When they disappear into the trees, you wonder where they went. Nothing around you has changed. The world is exactly the same, only your brain has changed. And suddenly, one person feels more important than everyone else. Scientists have actually watched this happen. Using powerful brain scanners, researchers studied people who said they were deeply in love. They expected to see the emotional parts of the brain working harder. Instead, they found something much more surprising. The brain's reward system lit up like a city at night. The same system is involved when people chase something they desperately want. That doesn't mean love is a disease, it means your brain treats. But here's the question. One special person is like the most valuable thing in your world. Why? Why would evolution create a system that makes people distracted, lose sleep, replay conversations, and miss someone after only a few hours apart? It sounds like a terrible design, unless it solved an even bigger problem. Remember the human baby. Unlike almost every other animal, a human child needs years of care before becoming independent. In ancient times, raising a child wasn't simply difficult, it was dangerous. Parents had to find food, build shelter, protect against wild animals, survive harsh weather, and care for children who couldn't protect themselves. Trying to do all of that alone greatly reduced the chances that both parent and child would survive. Nature needed a better solution. Not stronger parents. Parents who stayed together. So evolution created something stronger than logic. Feelings. Logic says, this is difficult. Love says, stay anyway. Logic counts the cost. Love focuses on the person. That's why love often feels irrational, because it wasn't designed to help you solve math problems. It was designed to help families survive. But humans aren't the only animals that form close relationships. In fact, scientists discovered one tiny animal that helped unlock one of love's biggest secrets. A small brown creature called the prairie vole. At first glance, there's nothing special about it. It looks like an ordinary mouse, but its behavior is extraordinary. When two prairie voles become partners, they often stay together. They sleep beside each other, travel together, protect each other. If one disappears, the other searches for it. Scientists wanted to know why. Inside the prairie vole's brain, they discovered another powerful chemical, oxytocin. Sometimes people call it the bonding chemical. Whenever prairie voles spend time closely together, oxytocin floods their brains. And something incredible happens. Their brain begins treating one partner as different from everyone else. Not just another animal, their animal. Then researchers tried an experiment. They blocked the oxytocin. The voles still met each other. We still spent time together, but they never formed a lasting bond. It was as if the feeling simply never appeared. Then scientists tried the opposite experiment. They increased the oxytocin, and the animals bonded much more easily. One tiny chemical had completely changed their behavior. Now here's the amazing part. Humans have that same system. Not exactly the same, but incredibly similar. When people hug, hold hands, look into each other's eyes, or comfort someone they love, their brain releases oxytocin too. That's one reason a hug from someone you trust feels different from a hug from a stranger. Your brain isn't just noticing physical contact, it's strengthening a relationship. Quietly, without you even realizing it. Think about that for a moment. The same brain system that helps a parent love their newborn child also helps two adults grow close to each other. Nature didn't build two completely different systems. It simply reused one that already worked. One system, different kinds of love, the same ancient purpose. Keep people together when they need each other most. But here's something even more fascinating. If love really comes from biology, then we should find evidence of it everywhere. Not just in one country, not just in one culture, not only in places with books, songs, or movies. We should find it almost everywhere humans have ever lived. So, did we? The answer surprised even the scientists, and the clues were hidden in stories, songs, and even tiny beads buried beneath the earth for over 100,000 years. Imagine discovering a gift buried underground for more than 100,000 years. Not a sword, not a crown, not a treasure chest, just a small shell with a tiny hole carefully carved into it. At first, it doesn't seem important, but archaeologists think these shells may have been worn as necklaces or bracelets. Some believe they were gifts, special objects given from one person to another. If that's true, then long before people built cities, long before kings, castles, or written history, someone wanted another person to know, "You matter to me." Of course, we can never know exactly what those ancient people were thinking. No letters survived, no diaries, no photographs. But across the world, archaeologists keep finding signs that humans loved making personal gifts and wearing meaningful objects. It suggests something important. Humans didn't just survive together, they formed deep relationships. Then, anthropologists looked somewhere else. Instead of digging into the ground, they studied living cultures, hundreds of them, from icy mountains to tropical forests to deserts to remote islands. Some cultures had never met each other. They spoke different languages, believed different stories, lived in completely different worlds. Yet again and again, the same pattern appeared. People fell in love. They missed each other. They became jealous. They felt heartbreak. They wrote songs. They told stories. They dreamed about one special person. Think about how incredible that is. If love was something invented by movies, people without movies shouldn't experience it. If love came only from books, people without books shouldn't describe it. If love was simply a modern idea, ancient people shouldn't have understood it. But they did, over and over again, across continents, across thousands of years. The details changed, the feelings didn't. That's one of the strongest clues scientists have. When something appears almost everywhere humans live, it usually isn't something we learn. It's something we inherit, just like smiling, laughing, or crying. Love seems to belong on that list too, not because every person falls in love the same way, but because the ability to form deep emotional bonds is part of being human. Now let's return to where we began. Imagine that campfire again. Night has fallen. The children are asleep. The fire is burning lower. The stars fill the sky. Across the flames, two young people steal another glance at each other. Neither knows it, but the feelings inside them are powered by brain systems that millions of years of evolution helped shape. They aren't thinking about evolution. They're simply wondering, do they like me too? Fast forward 300,000 years. A teenager lies awake in bed. Their phone is beside them. They read the same message again. They wonder why one person occupies their thoughts all day. They think, why can't I stop thinking about them? The tools have changed. The feelings haven't. The campfire became a smartphone. The stars became bedroom lights. But inside the brain, the ancient program is still running. Maybe that's why love feels so powerful. It isn't just another emotion. It's one of the oldest survival systems our species has. It helped keep families together. It helped children survive. It helped small groups stay connected during the hardest moments of human history. Without those bonds, our ancestors might never have made it through. And if they hadn't, neither would we. That's one of history's greatest surprises. The emotion we often think of as soft may have been one of humanity's strongest survival tools. Love didn't stop dangerous animals. It didn't build shelters. It didn't hunt food. But it gave people a reason to stay together long enough to do all of those things. Sometimes, that was enough to change history. So the next time your heart races when someone smiles at you, the next time you can't stop thinking about one special person, remember this. You aren't feeling something new. You are experiencing one of the oldest human stories ever told. A story that began long before writing, long before civilization, long before history remembered anyone's name. And somehow, after hundreds of thousands of years, that same story is still being written. Only now, it's happening to you. Closing thought. We often imagine ancient humans as people who only worried about food, fire, and survival. But they also laughed, they dreamed, they missed the people they loved. And somewhere, under the same stars we see today, two ancient humans probably looked at each other with the same nervous smile that millions of people still share every single day. Because history changes. Technology changes, the world changes, but the human heart has always known how to fall in love. And maybe that's what makes us human.